Hey everyone, welcome back. And this is a video that I've been waiting to do for a while now. It's finally here. Defiance Season 2. Whew. You know what? It's been way too fucking long, so I just want to get into this now, okay? This is Defiance Season 2 Episode 1, entitled The Opposite of Hallelujah. So yeah, I'm kind of behind here. This first aired on the the 19th. And the second episode's already out. It aired on the 26th. So I have this episode to review now since I've already watched it, and I have second episode to watch and then review. Hopefully before this, and both to upload hopefully before this coming up Thursday, which is when the third episode is going to come out. But it's been long enough waiting for this review, so let's just get into it, shall we? So, like always, a lot happened in this episode, like it always does with Defiance, so let's just get into it. The first part of the episode I actually immediately have an issue with. Now, don't take that the wrong way as I'm hating on this episode. I'm not. I love this episode, and I expect great things from the series once again, or at least this season once again. But this first part here, this part I'm going to talk about first here, just felt very rushed. Basically, if you remember at the end of Season 1, Detectar ended up killing the Colonel Marsh of the Earth Republic. And at the beginning of this episode, he's actually already in prison. Okay? Even though he was elected as a new mayor of Defiance, he's now in prison in the Earth Republic's camp after murdering Colonel Marsh. He is replaced as mayor by the Earth Republic appointed Niels Pottinger, played by James Murray. Okay, here's my issue with this though. I felt that it went too fast, and what I mean is that by the end of Season 1. What I honestly expected to happen was that he and his wife, and maybe even his son, maybe not, would actually be on the run. Okay, would literally be fugitives on the run, killing to survive, which is pretty much what they do to begin with. But no, immediately he's in prison here. And that kind of disappointed me because I really wanted to see them on the run. And maybe they could get captured sometime later on. Okay, so right off the bat, that was kind of disappointing for me personally. Stamovitz visits Detect in prison, and he asks her to get him out sooner than the 10 years he was convicted. Otherwise, his business empire will collapse. Stama tells him that their solicitor is working on it and reassures him that Alak, which is their son, has taken over the business and he is doing very well. When Stama leaves, Doc Yule, who's also in prison, probably for his crimes in the past, which we still don't know very much about. We still don't know very much about what he did in the past. We know it was extreme, but we really don't know the specifics yet, and I really hope that we learn that soon. So, yeah. So Doc Yule, who's also in prison, approaches Detect and asks for his help to a plan she has on how to escape. Detect takes her offer and agrees to help. So now we know that they're planning something. We just don't know exactly what it is. And this seems like the most unlikely alliance, really, to tell you the truth. So it's kind of weird, but I think that if it's done well, it could be actually very interesting. Then back in Defiance, Amanda has taken over the Need-Want, her sister's business, after Kenya's disappearance. Stama, who killed Kenya and knows she's not coming back, tries to convince Amanda to move on, but Amanda is sure that Kenya will return. Oh yeah, I forgot that Stama actually ended up killing Amanda in Season 1. So yeah, Stama is really a bitch. I think this really confirms it. Like, if it didn't confirm it in last season, this confirms it. Stama is a two-timing manipulative bitch, okay? really. Um, but she's a character that I just love to hate. Okay, like really. Rafe works in the now Earth Republic claimed mines. While working, an accident happens, and Large dies, who's one of Rafe's workers, I guess. Whatever, kind of a fodder character, I guess. His distraught sons, Joseph and Hiat, are caught vandalizing an E-Rep poster and are arrested. Niels orders his bioman assistant, Churichil, to take care of them, driving them to driving them to prison. Churchill lets the two boys escape, running into Hellbug territory where Hiat is killed. And I think this is kind of interesting because the Bioman, which that's what I'm just going to call him, the Bioman, makes it seem like he's just taking a piss, but I really think that he actually wanted them to escape. Joseph runs home and announces Hiat's death. Amanda realizes their escape was arranged and confronts Niels in his office, demanding to know what happened. Niels shows her a video of the moment the boys escaped and says he didn't have anything to do with it, but Amanda doesn't believe him. Naturally. And actually earlier on in the episode, Niels tried to get Amanda to work with him, but she denied. In this scene, she actually does agree to it. But obviously it's not because she wants to work with him. I'm guessing she probably wants to try to come up with a way to overthrow him, or maybe reveal his true colors to the public. Either way, though, that's another really interesting thing. Like, Amanda's not dumb. She's actually very intelligent. Which I'm not trying to be sexist by saying this or anything, but for a woman in a series like this to be intelligent, that's actually very rare. I'm sorry, but it is. So it's a nice change of pace. So yeah. Alec deals with a drug supplier, Schiavure, who delays the delivery of the drugs and convinces Alec to give him more time. Stama warns Alec that he showed weakness and his father would never do that. She then takes action on her own, having Schiavure beaten into returning Alec his payment. Alec realizes that his mother is responsible and confronts Stama, who reveals that the family business really belongs to her and he has to follow her orders from now on. That was actually my favorite scene in the entire episode. And the reason for that is because it really shows this like contempt between Alec and his mother, which I really like. Now, it's kind of controversial, I do think, because would Datek have really left the business to his wife? I don't think so. I really don't think Datek's that type of person where, yeah, I'm sure he loves his wife, but I don't think he'd leave the business to a woman unless he had absolutely no other choice. And his son's right there. So it's like, I'm pretty sure Datek would probably have an issue with that, even if he would agree that he's being too soft. Okay, but that's just my opinion right there. But I really do think that when Datek gets out, shit's about to go down. Meanwhile, in the New Chicago, Nolan continues to search for Arissa. Because, at the end of the last episode, that was basically the thing that I expected this episode to start with, but it really didn't. Apparently this reveals this takes place actually 9 months later as well. Nolan tracks down Daigo, the man who tortured Arissa when she was a little girl, interrogating and killing him. Much to his wife's horror. I love this scene because it really cements, even if this wasn't cemented already, this really cements that Nolan, he doesn't fuck with people. He's a no bullshit kind of character, and I love that about him, okay? He heads to the Angel Arc to continue his search, running into an old enemy. He is reunited with Arissa, and all of the enemies end up either dead or knocked out, who appears and saves his life. When Nolan asks what happened to her, Arissa lies, saying that the Earth Republic caught her. Nolan doesn't believe her, saying he saw her fall into the artifact in a vision, then woke up healed of all of his wounds. Arissa dismisses it as post-traumatic stress and says that she must return to Defiance after seeing Irzu. While getting supplies, Arissa walks off and kills a woman for no reason. Arissa doesn't tell Nolan anything about her visions or her actions, and the two of them leave for Defiance. So, quite honestly, I thought the pacing that was a little bit fast too. I felt that Nolan should have been looking for Arissa a bit more. I thought that would have brought a lot more tension out in it if he was. And I really don't like that. In the first episode of season 2, he ends up being reunited with Arissa. Now, they might get separated again, who knows. But I still really felt that he shouldn't have gotten reunited with Arissa so soon, okay? Because it really sucks out any sort of tension that could have been there, okay? At the end of the episode, Arissa has another vision of her killing Nolan while Irzu is there. Amanda uses Blue Devil, and it is revealed that Niels has a camera on Amanda's room and watches/spies on her. That's not creepy or stalkerish at all, now is it? But yeah, that's basically this episode. So, wow. First off, I did have some complaints, but I do have to say, like always, I am so impressed with this episode, and so excited that Defiance is finally back again, okay? Alright, the action was so intense. Nolan, what little action there actually was in this episode, that is. Nolan proves once again that he's such a badass fucking character. Like, really. And also that drama between Stama and Alec, I thought that was great. Okay. But again, there were the two issues I had with this episode that had to do with pacing. Now, the pacing in this series has never been the greatest, but it's never been terrible either. Okay. But there's two pacing issues in this episode. One, I really wish that Daytech wouldn't have been captured right away in this episode, that he and his wife may have been on the run and as fugitives, and perhaps Alec too, but not necessarily. And two, I really wish that it took Nolan more than just in this episode to find Arissa, okay? Because I thought that would have made helped it build up a lot more tension, okay? But other than that, I really enjoyed this episode, okay? It definitely impressed me once again, and I can't wait to watch and then, of course, review episode 2 and onward. So yes, but anyways, overall, I hope you enjoyed this review, guys. These after guys, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.